here to figure out how we can help this young lady.
Today on Dr. Phil.
My 18-year-old daughter is out of control. She will push me, shove me, pull my hair. She's kicked me in the stomach.
Coming to Dr. Phil was a road trip from hell.
Dad, that's how our car ride's going!
Your mother says you split her head open with a cell phone. You said, oh, it's just an accident. Your sister says you crashed into her car. You said, oh, it was just on an accident. It's like you take responsibility for nothing. Did you put these bruises on your mother?
No.
Did she put these bruises on you?
Yes.
Out of control rage.
You're calling me a liar, so...
Are you lying? Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4...
I am not giving up on you. Victoria wrote to me after her 18-year-old daughter, Jessica, became so out of control, she left a hole in the wall, the entire family at odds, and cops on their front lawn for all the neighbors to see. Victoria claims Jessica is extremely entitled and so violent she has bashed her mom's head with a cell phone, destroyed her computer, her car, several other phones, and even the house. Victoria was so desperate for my help, she drove across the country with Jessica and Jessica's stepmom, Dory, to be here. Now, the ride, well, it was anything but smooth. Take a look.
Good morning, Dr. Phil. We're getting ready to leave the sunny state of Florida. We're driving to California to see you. It's day 1. I'm estimating it's going to take us about 4 days to get there. The 4 days in the car with my daughter were very difficult. She was completely rude, very demanding. She would scream and yell. She's just very hard to tolerate. Good morning. Day 2, getting ready to leave New Orleans.
The drive was miserable. It was pins and needles the entire time. Jessica was kicking her mom's seat while she was driving.
She's driving. That could get us into a car accident, Jessica. I could have gotten us into a car accident. But you don't care. I think it's a game.
Yeah, I think it's a game.
Yeah, God, I'm so tired of this.
Today is day 3. Yesterday in the car, Jessica was giving her driver's license information to someone. I told her that that was very dangerous. We're getting ready to hit the road.
That's the car. You guys have been driving crazy the whole time. This is ridiculous. What is wrong? Go ahead, record. I don't care. I am recording. Good, because you're lying. Nothing happened. I'm not lying. Nothing happened. I'm not lying about anything. You don't even know the content. Really, like, understand that you're liars. Like, you guys lie. You don't, Jesse? Yeah, that's how our car ride's going. Yeah. Like, stop lying. I'm so sick of, like, all the hatred. Everyone hates me. That's it. Everyone just hates me. That's it. You're wrong. Everybody loves you. No, they don't.
It's day 4. We're leaving New Mexico. Jessica's been wanting everybody to wait on her hand and foot. She's been awful the whole time, very rude to everyone. Oh my God, to finally get here was a relief, honestly, because it was just a step closer to seeing Dr. Phil.
But they did make it here in time for Victoria to sit down with our crew and give us a rundown on what she's been dealing with. So here it is.
My 18-year-old daughter is out of control, and she needs to stop her offensive and violent behavior. She has major anger issues. Living with Jessica is very chaotic. She's aggressive. She's very rude. She will push me, shove me, pull my hair. She's kicked me in the stomach. 2 months ago, we were sitting in the car, and she was angry with me, so she started screaming and yelling at me, and the next thing I know, she grabbed my hair, pulled it down, and she banged on the back of my head with her cell phone, and she gashed my head open. I was crying, I was sobbing, there was blood everywhere. I am afraid of her. I think that if she had a knife on her, she probably would have used it. She's never remorseful. She never says she's sorry. Never. When she split my head open and saw blood everywhere and no remorse. None. The last time she was at my house was on Thanksgiving. We were sitting there playing a card game, and Jessica just went off. She says, "What are you looking at, bitch?" She started screaming and yelling and cussing everybody out at the table. She got physical. She was pushing and shoving me. She swung the door open. She put a hole in the wall. So she called the police, and they actually almost arrested her for being violent. She did push me hard, yes, so I had a bruise on my arm. Since she's turned 18, things have definitely gotten worse.
They all hate me for no reason.
Nobody hates you. We all love you.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be here right now.
Okay, bitch.
Jessie has destroyed multiple cell phones. She's destroyed her apartment. She's put holes in the walls, broken mirrors, broken her blinds. We're talking major, major damage. She doesn't know how to control her anger, and that's how she deals with it. Jessica actually asked me if she could move back in with me recently, but I told her not until she sees a doctor and gets on medication. I wouldn't even consider it until then. I'm terrified for her future. I'm afraid she's going to end up homeless or in jail or dead.
Well, Victoria, I'm glad you're here because you're at the end of your rope.
I am.
Why come all the way here?
Because you're the best, and I figure, you know, if anyone can help, I think you can help. I'm very afraid for her life. I feel like a failure as a mother. I mean, I do have 2 other daughters that don't have that same problem, so I don't know why with her it's been so different. And
you've had her arrested for assault.
Yes.
And she's destroyed things. I mean, she attacks you. She split your head wide open with a cell phone. She says it was, quote, on accident, but
yeah,
she accidentally hit you in the top of the head with her cell phone. I hate it when that happens.
Right.
And gassed your head open, and right. it was bleeding. Did she show any remorse for that at all?
No, she never shows remorse. She never says she's sorry.
You have her living on her own. How does she pay for things?
She doesn't. So the deal,
you pay for things.
The deal was, I would let her get her own apartment. I would pay half the rent. She would have to pay half the rent, pay her gas, groceries, things of that nature. And I would pay half her rent, her car insurance, her cell phone, and her other expenses. And that was the deal to help her.
So, okay, now she has something of her own. How did she take care of that?
So, no, she's completely destroyed it. They're on the verge of kicking her out.
Okay, they're about to evict her.
Yeah, they're about to evict her.
Because she's torn up everything.
Yes.
Right?
Big holes in the walls that are 2 feet wide, all the way to the pipes. The blinds, the mirrors are all broken. The cabinet doors off the...
But she's there by herself, right?
By herself.
So there's nobody fighting with her.
No.
She's just fighting with the apartment.
She gets in a rage, and she just destroys things.
She texts with you. You say to her, now, make a doctor's appointment. She says, I thought Dory, her stepmother, was making it. I don't know how. You say, well, you made one for Tuesday, the one you canceled. Yeah, but that was online. Well, why can't you make one? Asking you. And you say, well, okay, well, you made it once, you can make it again. She says, I don't know any numbers to call, Mom. You say, call the same doctor you called before. I didn't save the number. Hello, I'm not calling the blank doctor. She's just like
all over the place,
helpless.
Right.
And then at the end of it, can I use your gas card?
Right.
All right, well, coming up, Jessica says that she wants to move back in with her mom, and it makes no sense why her mom would tell her no. We'll meet her and talk about that next.
I'm angry at my mom because she's fake as She needs to be called out. Like, she really does. She needs to be called out on the show because she's a liar. I don't like anyone in my family. They're all fake.
And later, you didn't put that hole in the wall at Thanksgiving.
No.
Well, you
like,
did.
what do you want? Like, you're calling me a liar, so...
Are you lying?
No, I don't remember putting a hole in the wall on Thanksgiving.
Jessica tells me she hates me. She tells me she hopes I die. She calls me all kinds of names. She'll call me a bitch, whore, you, all kinds of appalling behavior. You can be the friendliest person and she will be rude to you. And I don't know, what should I be doing as her mother? And that's what I need help with. It's definitely taken a toll on me.
Jessica says things have gotten worse with her mom because her mom just has too many rules.
Me and my mom fight a lot. We fight about do the dishes like right now, or like you're not going out, or like what are you wearing? I get angry. She never lets me do normal things. I feel like I have a lot of anger inside built up. Yeah, my mom punishes me by taking away my phone, and yeah, she hates me. When I hit my mom with the cell phone, it was on accident. She's just like, it's so rude. We just don't vibe together. Like, she's just a bitch. I don't with that. I'm a chill person. Like, I don't like her vibe. My sisters think that they're better than me. They judge me a lot. They all have a life. They all have their own houses. They both have dogs. They both have boyfriends. They both have everything. My family does gang up on me. My mom does not defend me. But people at my school don't like me. Like, I get bullied every day at school. It's just, like, not fair. I'm angry at my mom because she's fake as My mom told me she was only gonna pay my rent for a year. She doesn't pay for it. I'm not paying. I don't have money. You can shake me broke. I have nothing. She doesn't tell people that she spent my savings. She doesn't tell people how fake she is. She just acts and makes me look bad. I'm the kid. She's the adult. I can make up for my mistakes. She can't. She needs to be called out. Like, she really does. She needs to be called out on the show because she's a liar. I worry that my parents are gonna not pay for anything and make me live on the street because they always threaten me saying that stuff. So that's my fear. I don't like anyone in my family. They're all fake.
Jessica, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. The last thing you said in your interview there on tape is you don't like anyone in your family.
Well, that was a little, like, over dramatic, I guess you can say.
Yeah. And you said repeatedly that you hate your mother.
Well,
that she's fake.
I don't hate her, but I feel like she's fake.
You said that you feel like everybody hates you.
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, because whenever we go, like on Thanksgiving or, like, when all of us are together, like, my sisters, like, they gang up on me and, like, actually, like, sometimes hit me and stuff. And
yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
When you were in the car and you guys seemed to be fighting over the driving, let's take a listen to what was going on.
Crash the car! You guys have been driving crazy the whole time! This is ridiculous!
What is wrong?
Go ahead, record, I don't care!
I am recording.
Good, because you're lying!
Nothing happened. I'm not lying. Nothing happened. I'm not lying about anything. You don't even know the contents of what
Literally,
I'm
like,
texting.
understand that you're liars. Like, you guys lie.
You don't, Jesse?
About what? What have I lied about? Please tell me.
You don't have silverware or plates?
No, I really don't. That doesn't even matter. Yeah, that's how our car ride's going! Yeah!
What were you upset about? What started all of that?
she was swerving a lot. She was driving crazy.
Were you driving crazy?
No.
She wasn't even driving.
When that video happened, I was driving. Remember, you kicked the back of my seat? But she got upset for, I don't know, we don't know why she got upset. All of a sudden, she just got upset and started screaming and yelling. I didn't know if she got a text message or something. She was in the back seat, so I'm not sure what started her whole rage.
Do you sometimes get upset and not know why?
No, that was like for no reason. I literally just did it like on purpose because she was driving crazy.
And And you're living in an apartment by yourself now, right?
Yeah, I live in student living. I live in like a dorm-ish looking house.
Yeah. And it's got a lot of damage in it.
Not anymore. All the damage is fixed.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about that. Jessica's stepmom, Dory, says she saw Jessica being bullied growing up, and that's why she became a bully herself. That's her opinion. We'll meet her and talk about that next.
When Jessica gets angry, calling females bro, you know, what's up, bro, and you want to go, bro, and trying to antagonize people. Anytime Jessica's showing up, you can count on something bad happening.
Jessie thinks I should pay for everything for her. Her apartment, her cell phone, her car insurance, her groceries, everything. She does have a sense of entitlement, big time.
She's told her grandmother that she would resort to prostitution to make money.
Whoa. That was such a lie. I would never do prostitution. What? Wow.
What will you do?
I don't know what I would do. That's why I'm crying.
I do worry that I will be taking care of her for the rest of her life.
Victoria's not the only one worried about Jessica's future. Jessica's stepmom, Dory, says when she lived with her, Dory was walking on eggshells 24/7.
When Jessica gets angry, it is very scary. She escalates from 0 to 10 in a blink of an eye.
She's driving. That could get us into a car accident, Jessica. Last night could have got us into a car accident.
I have lived with Jessica on and off for the past 16 years. Jessica was a troubled child from the time she was a baby. Jessica was a little bit bullied between her two older sisters growing up because of her learning disability. They had nicknames for her, SpongeBob teeth and all that kind of stuff. I have witnessed Jessica being violent with her father, and I've seen her beat him up, beat me up, push us into walls, cops come. I've seen her beat her mother up. I do not play a parenting role to Jessica at all because I am scared of her. I will not parent her. I'm afraid that Jessica will beat me up, put me into a chokehold, or push me into a corner, into a place that I can't get out of. When Jessica gets angry, you know, calling females bro, you know, what's up, bro, and, you know, you want to go, bro, and trying to antagonize people. Jessica feels that everybody hates her. That manifests itself in anger.
That's it. Everyone just hates me. That's it. You're wrong. Everybody loves you. No, they don't.
When I hear Jessica's coming for a family function, I usually try to get out of it. Anytime Jessica's showing up, you can count on something bad happening.
Dory, thank you for being here. Why did you agree to be here?
I agree to be here because I want help for Jessica before it's too late.
Right. And you think she's spiraling out of control?
I do.
I don't think I'm getting worse. I want to get better. I don't understand,
what happens,
what we're getting at.
What happens inside when you get in a rage? Is it a blackout rage?
Yeah, I guess.
And
I
you
think
don't.
sometimes she does black out because she'll, she didn't remember when she busted my head open.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. My phone fell. I didn't mean to do anything to you. That was not on purpose at all.
When I got her back to her apartment and she got out of the car, she said, "Next time, call the cops, bitch."
No.
Did you crash into your sister's car?
Yes.
Was it on purpose?
No, it was on accident.
So you didn't mean to come back into the neighborhood and purposely hit her car?
No.
Did you apologize?
Yeah.
No, she did not.
But are you telling me the truth? Are you being honest with me? Or are you being honest with yourself? You can't change what you don't acknowledge, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because your mother says you split her head open with a cell phone. You said, oh, it's just an accident. Your sister says you crashed into her car. You said, oh, it was just on an accident. It's like you take responsibility for nothing. You're saying you want to move back in with your mother.
Because I can't pay my rent.
But you don't really like your mother.
I think she's two-faced, and she's making everything a bigger deal. She wants us to go viral and show all my friends.
Okay, so you really don't want to live with her. You're just doing it because you have no choice.
Yeah, I guess.
But if you tear everything up and yell and scream at people and attack them, why would they want to be around you?
I have not ruined your house. I have not done one thing to your house.
Yes, you have.
This happened on Thanksgiving, correct?
No, I didn't put a hole in the wall on Thanksgiving.
Okay, did you put these bruises on your mother on Thanksgiving?
No. That's such a lie.
Did she put these bruises on you on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
I never put my hands on you on Thanksgiving. No, that's a lie.
So she's just making that up?
Yeah.
And did you slam the door open at Thanksgiving?
No.
You didn't put that hole in the wall at Thanksgiving?
No.
So who put it there if not you?
I don't know. I guess I did. I don't know.
Well, you
like, what do you want? Like, I literally, like, oh my God.
Well, I'm just trying to determine if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, or are you just saying that so I'll move on to something else?
You're calling me a liar, so.
Are you lying?
No, I don't remember putting a hole in the wall on Thanksgiving.
Well, coming up, Jessica says that her mom sent her away to multiple treatment centers where she was confined, had no way to save money, and she wants to know why she's expected to pay for things now. We're going to talk about that, and I think it's time to start talking about what I think is going on here. We'll be right back.
That's completely not true. I don't even know why you would bring that up.
To bring it up because I'm asking questions. You didn't drive all the way across the United States to give me 98% of the information.
I'm very concerned about Jessica's future. I believe that Victoria will continue to enable her. If Victoria does not decide to keep paying for everything for her, I believe Jessica is either going to end up in jail or homeless. When Victoria finally lets go, I see nothing positive happening.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
that reason, Jessica will end up in a very dark place.
I'm interested in helping to lead a conversation that figures out what all's going on here. And I can tell you that whatever's happening with Jessica is not happening in a vacuum. What kind of role modeling has she had from older sisters and the other women in her life? Have you modeled anger?
Yes. I mean, I'm sure she has seen me be angry at times, of course, yes. But never to the extent of having the police called or things like that.
Yes, she has.
You're kind of on the outside of the biological unit here, being a stepmother. What have you observed over the years, or what can you tell us from a historical perspective?
Jesse's always had anger issues. From a child, baby, she was always different.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She was always different than everybody. Her two older sisters, there was a gap between the three of them. So the two older ones are a lot closer than, you know, they are with Jesse because of the age gap. So they did tend to gang up on her a little bit. You know, when she was younger, she had a gap between her teeth, and it was always, you know, SpongeBob teeth. And, you know, they'd make fun of her because she was on a learning IEP program, and she couldn't read when she was in 3rd grade. So I would read her number of pages that she had to read each night so she could get counted for her reading.
I think that growing up,
our families, they make everything a bigger deal than it is. And I don't think the world's against me at all. I have friends. My family makes it seem like everything is like a bigger deal than it is.
Jessica, you haven't been able to hold on to friends since grade school.
Yeah,
have you always had custody of the girls, or did you lose custody of the girls for a period of time because of your anger?
No, I never lost custody of my girls, ever. So from the ages of 10 and 14, Jessica's age from 10 to 14, she did live with her dad in another state. He keeps them for 4 years. And then after that, he calls me up and says, okay, I'm done. I've done my time. It's time for them to come live back with you.
And anger on your part had no issue, no part in this?
No, not at all.
Dory, what's your understanding of this?
My understanding was when the kids were littler, from what I was told by their dad, that the kids came to live with him because of their relationship with their mother.
That's completely not true. I don't even know why you would bring that up.
Right.
But completely not true. Their dad
You're bringing it up because I'm asking questions and turning over every stone to find every bit of information, and I want full transparency and full self-critique from everybody to give me all the information. You didn't drive all the way across the United States to give me 98% of the information that might be relevant. Don't withhold something from me and then expect me to give you help.
Right, and I'm not. My ex-husband and I...
Don't varnish it, don't spin it.
That was part of the reason why I left him, was because of his anger issues, yes. So he and I argued a lot, yes.
So yeah, both my parents have anger issues.
But not toward the children.
She's basically summing it up. Like, both my parents have anger issues. That's it. Like,
that's relevant. I mean,
yeah, that's straight up. Like, that's exactly what it is. Like, that's
this isn't all about throwing you under the bus. You seem to think it is, but it isn't. I'm trying to get everything on the table so I can understand. Coming up, Victoria says all she wants is for Jessica to get a proper diagnosis. Now, I called in some serious reinforcements that have been working on this before today. We're going to dive into that next. There is someone that I have immense respect for, and I would like to introduce him now. That's Dr. Daniel Amen. He is a psychiatrist, New York Times best-selling author. He's founder of Amen Clinics. Now, they have 9 locations around the United States. His clinics have the world's largest database of brain scans for psychiatry, totaling more than 160,000 scans on patients, not just from the United States, but from 150 countries around the world. Now, Dr. Amen has a new book out right now, The End of Mental Illness, and it shows how most psychiatric problems are not mental health issues at all, but rather they are brain health issues that really steal your mind. He says, get your brain right and your mind will follow. And this plays into what's going on with Jessica, who you met with yesterday, correct?
We scanned her yesterday.
Right.
And she came to one of my clinics, and I had the opportunity also to talk to her mom to get some significant background on her.
Let's approach the screen and let you walk us through this.
Healthy on the left, and this is Jessica on the right. And when you see these holes here at the top, that's not a good thing. This area of the brain is critically important to behavior and learning. Plus, her temporal lobes here, which should be big, full, and fat, especially because she's so young, they look hurt. And this is where learning and memory happens. You know, I was listening, she had trouble remembering. And this explains a lot. And in her history, when she was young, she was diagnosed with ADD and learning disabilities, totally fits, put on medication. She didn't like how she felt, stopped it. And I think this whole time she's had severe, untreated ADD with temporal lobe involvement, and that gives people big problems in their lives. On the next slide, we'll see the active part of her brain. And Jesse, a lot of your brain works really well, especially the cerebellum here in the back. I like that for you. But her limbic or emotional brain is working too hard.
Way too hard, right?
And so this can often go with depression. And it's like you color the world with negativity.
When you're seeing these things, obviously not good, not a healthy brain, but these things are reversible, particularly in a young brain. Her brain's not even through growing at this point. It'll grow for another 7 to 10 years. So there's resilience in the brain with proper medication, nutrition, treatment. If you treat the brain well, it can be a resilient organ.
It can. And we have one more slide where I have a software program that can predict, if you do what we ask you to do, how much better can it be? And it can be normal. But I need you to avoid things that hurt it, drugs, alcohol, vaping, things that are bad for the developing brain, bad for any brain, and then do things that help it, like diet, and simple supplements, the right medication. Because without it, you will live your life with this and you'll get nowhere near your potential, which will ultimately make you hate yourself.
So should Jessica be living alone? That is one of the many things we need to talk about in regard to Jessica's mental health. Coming up. Hey everyone, season 19 is underway.
If you never made it to Hollywood to be a part of the studio audience, well, now it doesn't matter. If you're in Oklahoma, Georgia, Texas, New Jersey, or anywhere else in the world, now you can be a part of our virtual audience.
Go to drphil.com and click on Be Part of the Audience.
Jessica's addicted to social media and she can't live without her phone. At one point, I saw her posting inappropriate videos of her in a bikini or a bra, dancing around provocatively. It's very upsetting. When I punished her, I would take away her cell phone, and that was just infuriate her. That's when she started getting physical with me, trying to physically get the cell phone back from me. She started punching and kicking and pulling hair. It's very upsetting.
You know, just think about this. There are parts of the brain that drive behavior and emotion. And those parts of the brain for Jessica are not healthy and have been neglected. She's been misdiagnosed. She's been improperly medicated, either given the wrong medication or not the right medication. And that's been going on for a number of years. And her brain has been deteriorating because she hasn't been properly diagnosed. 50% of the solution to any problem lies in defining what that problem is. Because if you don't know what the problem is, you're either not treating it or you're treating the wrong thing.
Right.
And think about coming to a crossroads out in the country, and you're supposed to turn left, and instead you turn right and go 10 miles. Okay? Well, that is a much bigger mistake than just 10 miles, because you go 10 miles in the wrong direction, so you got to come back 10 miles, so you've now wasted 20 miles. That's 20 miles you weren't going in the right direction. So that's a 40-mile mistake. And that's exactly what's gone on here with Jessica. All of these years, she has severe ADHD, severe. And this is complicated with learning disabilities. It creates information deficits. She has an inability to focus. There is no way in God's earth this girl is in a position to be living on her own.
Okay.
Absolutely unequivocal. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. And it's, when I was going through all of this, I got really sad for Jessica and for her family. Because, I mean, it's not your fault they did get misdiagnosed. Most psychiatrists never look at the brain. If you don't look, how would you know? But when you look at it, it's so clear. And most kids who have ADHD, when they're 18, emotionally, they're not, you know? And they're younger, which means it's really hard for them to manage their lives. And because they're not managing it at the level of their peers, they hate themselves.
Okay, well, I feel like everyone's against me. Like, where do you want me to live?
Well, we need to talk about that, and it's...
I already have a year lease on my apartment, so...
We need to talk about that because you certainly are someone that needs to be helped here. This isn't something that you should be punished, ostracized, blamed in any way. As I say, we're here to help you, not line up against you and hurt you. As I said, I'm on your side. We have a plan. We want to talk about what it is. We'll do that right after the break. I'm going to arrange these very thoughtful therapists through Doctor On Demand, which is a telemedicine where you don't, right now we're in a pandemic, I don't want you going somewhere that you could get sick, and this is our company. I'll set up 10 sessions for both of you immediately so you get started on that for you, so you know how to approach and manage, for Jessica as well, so she knows what to expect from herself and how to react when she sees and observes these thoughts and feelings in herself. And then I could do that, but if you don't deal with the computer, if you don't deal with the brain, it's like building a house on sand. You have to do that. Or it doesn't, talking therapy simply is not enough if you don't heal the brain. No one has ever looked at her brain.
No.
The question is, are you willing to comply with what we're asking you to do?
Which is what? Because you talk in circles, so I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Will you do what Dr. Amen is recommending?
Which is what?
Take the medications, change the lifestyle, do the things that you need to do to let your brain heal.
How?
Take the medications, change the lifestyle in the way that it's going to involve nutrition, sleep patterns, do the therapies, do the things that I'm talking about to let your brain heal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, should I let her move back in with me so that I can help her manage everything? I mean, I'm not sure.
Do you want me to?
There's no way
It's
she
not
can
up
live
to
on her
him.
own.
It's up to
It's like
you.
putting a 12-year-old child on her own.
Okay.
It's not up to him, it's up to you.
I just didn't know what I should be doing as her mother.
By the way, if you at home want to have your own Doctor On Demand, you can go to Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download the Doctor On Demand app. Really important during this COVID-19 pandemic. Doctor On Demand is waiving copays for Medicare Plan B beneficiaries. during COVID-19 to make it easier for you to see a board-certified doctor from the safety of your home. So if you're a Medicare Part B beneficiary, your visit will cost you absolutely zero. We're wanting to do that to help you as much as we can. I want to thank all of my guests today, and I can't tell you, Dr. Amen, how much I thank you for doing this for this family. It is absolutely life-changing. As I say, his book, The End of Mental Illness, is an absolute must-read, and it is in stores now. I highly recommend it. I have read it cover to cover, and every time I pick it up, I learn something more from it. So I highly recommend it. It has my stamp of approval, I guarantee you. And if you'd like more information about today's show, log on to drphil.com. We'll be discussing this further on Facebook. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to Robin's podcast, I've Got a Secret. Robin recently sat down with her good friend and Dr. Amen's wife, Tana Amen. She's a best-selling author herself, a neurosurgical ICU trauma nurse and renowned health expert, to talk about the road to healing from past trauma. What a great conversation that was. Your wife is really very interesting, spectacular woman. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
If you would like to be a part of our virtual audience and you have a computer with a camera, log on to drphil.com and click Be Part of the Audience.